Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, ladies and gentlemen. First, I want to say thank you to the NIMS Asia International Conference 20 and 23 Committee, who has allowed me to present the result of the research that we have done this year. Let me introduce myself. My name is Novisa Pranti Marani, and I am with my co-authors from the National Research and Innovation Agency, who will present our research about the transformation of the dynamic civil apparatus recruitment model in Indonesia. My first co-authors is Mbak Rini Savitri, and then my second co-authors is Witra Abdi Yohannes. This presentation is divided into three parts, namely introduction, discussion, and conclusion. This article discussed first the human resource development in a country as a key factor in its development and growth, which contributes to the country's development and global status. Second, Indonesia's GTCI score in 2022 dropped to 82 out of 133 countries assessed from previously being ranked 65 out of 132 countries assessed in 2020. Third, the government of the Republic of Indonesia has launched the Indonesian Vision 2045 agenda by setting a target within a century of Indonesia's independence to become high-income country and a top 5 world economic power. The quality of the state civil apparatus is one of the factors in realizing this big vision. Fourth, one of the steps taken is to improve the quality of the state servant human resource through improving the requirement system for the candidate of ISN. Fifth, the performance of civil servants in Indonesia who fall into the category of employees with the high performance and competence or staff employees is only 19.82%. Meanwhile, those included in the category of non-performing and incompetent employees or deadwood employees reach 35%. The sixth, there has been a significant improvement in recruitment with CAT, but it cannot be denied that many problems still occur. And the seventh, the affirmative formation for recruiting diaspora communities, indigenous Papuans, and disability has also not been optimally fulfilled. And then the recruitment of outstanding student is still based on cum laude GPA, the implementation of JSN recruitment, especially CPNS, which has so far used to the computer assisted test, centrally in terms of time, budget, and human resource, has caused the recruitment system to be inflexible, inefficient, ineffective, and often gives rise to technical problems. And the number of complaint to the ombudsman. Based on the problem above, this article will discuss the implementation of continuous recruitment to ensure diagnostic and accuracy of employee needs through change to business process so that the recruitment system become flexible, efficient, and effective, as well as improving the CSR recruitment system in Indonesia. For the next slide, will be presented by Mbak Rini Savitri.
Thank you, Mbak Novi. I will continue the presentation. In this research, the study team looked at the recruitment process carried out by Bank Indonesia and BUMN, and then in the several countries. For Bank Indonesia, recruitment pathway consists of education for prospective young employees or PCPM. Second, general hire for administrative position recruitment channels. And then pro hire or multi-level entry for recruitment channels with work experience and contractual hire for needs. The entire test is carried out online and security is guaranteed through a proctoring system so that test takers can take the exam flexibly using their electronic device or laptops at their respective domiciles. Interviewers also undergo training and certification for competency-based interviews or CBI. Not only technical aspect, but also psychological and health aspect are important aspect of the test. And the last, expansion of cooperation for recruitment via referral method. Currently, only LPDP, optimization of targeted recruitment methods, especially domestic and international campus hiring. Meanwhile, in the BUMN or state-owned enterprises, is now replicating ISN recruitment by centralizing mass recruitment and implementing CIT. The Indonesian Human Capital Forum, or FHCI, is an independent organization to manage joint recruitment with BUMN or RBB. Types of recruitment in RBB are fresh graduate, experience higher and are being continuously developed for person with disabilities. First stage selection is carried out online from anywhere with your own computer device consisting of the basic ability test or TKD and the BUMN Akhlak core value test as well as the English language test. And then the second stage of selection consists of a field ability test or TKB, user interview, digital mindset, and social media analytics and medical checkup or MCU. This test is carried out by each BUMN. And then this is the recruitment condition in several countries. The recruitment model in Singapore, Ireland, and even in Indonesia, such as the procurement of individual consultancy service on the procurement portal of the Government Goods and Service Procurement Policy Institute, or LKPP, carries out continuous recruitment on a daily, monthly, and annual basis according to organizational needs. Recruitment also clearly lists the positions that are open, requirements, description, and tasks that must be achieved, and of course regarding salaries and facilities or benefits. Singapore PM Lee Kuan Yew's policy is that at least 30 of the 100 best campus graduates in Singapore are prepared each year to become good bureaucrats in sector dealing with administration, infrastructure, accounting, law, health, etc. In England, recruitment for people with disabilities is given full attention, and 15.5% of the total ASN are now people with disabilities. And then in Australia, Iceland, and the Netherlands, these three countries have similar recruitment system, which are mostly position-based, leading to decentralization of recruitment, direct job application, not centralized exam for ASN entry in general, scanning of applicant CVs, and interviews. And then this is the methodology of this research. In this research, we use qualitative method with in-depth interview, FGD, field study, benchmarking, and literature study for the collecting data method. And then the main locus are Batam City, Bali Province, Papua Province, and the additional locus are Banyuwangi Regency, West Java Province, and Yogyakarta Special Region Province. Determination of the study locus is based on the representation of the Western, Central, and Eastern region of Indonesia, which received the BKN Award in the category of implementation of information system and CIT data utilization in 2022. The additional locus was chosen because they received awards and also become pilot projects in several fields related to human resource. Okay, for the next slide, will be presented by Witra Abdi Yohanitas. Thank you.
Okay, I will continue the presentation. In this slide, we talk about result and finding that in the recruitment process, one of the important steps is the implementation of technology-based selection tests with the chat system since 2013. However, the business process for implementing CSN recruitment is still the same as when using paper-based. So the problem faced are still the same. Determining the information of employee needs, nomenclature of position, formation, and department or education, non-standardized competency verifier. There is no information on formation of vacant positions, limited time, human resource, and community, and the budget as well as facilities and infrastructure, CSN procurement complaint. Result is thanks to business process or organizing CSN recruitment, including eliminating the obligation to submit CSN information every year, the definition of the role of basic competency selection as an administrative prerequisite, standardizations of verifier competencies, and integration of AI as administrative verifier. Is there a change in business process? The state can save the state budget by 82.89%. Besides that, will be flexibility, efficiency, and effectiveness in implementing the SKD exam. So government agencies just need to implement the SKB examination to obtain superior human resources according to the needs of each agency. For the conclusion, implementation of CSN recruitment, especially CPNS, has used the CIT method since 2013. This CIT method has proven effective in selecting CSN according to competency standards. However, in the implementation, there is a still problem that need continuous improvement to create the flexible, efficient, and effective recruitment system. Thanks to business process for organization CSN recruitment, including eliminating the obligation to submit CSN formation every year. The definition of the rule of basic competency standard as an administrative prerequisite, standardization of verifier competencies, and integration of AI as administrative verifier. That's all for our presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.